Many people's first love in the NFL was Todd Gurley. The Super Bowl has always been a spectacle, but it was the Offensive Rookie of the Year who genuinely charmed fans. And for some, he was the sole reason they became fans of the Los Angeles Rams, and 3 years later, they never anticipated him not being an important member of the club, let alone being cut after such a dramatic demise. But that's the way it turned out. It reminds me of my first heartbreak. So, in this video, we'll talk about Todd Gurley's rise and fall. Was he just for 1 year, or what happened to him? Todd Jerome Gurley II was born in the city of Baltimore in the state of Maryland. In Tarboro, North Carolina, he attended Tarboro High School. Let's begin with a brief overview of Todd Gurley before moving on to his rise and collapse. As a result, he was a three-sport athlete who excelled in football, basketball, and track. During his junior season, he played running back and defensive back for the Vikings, accumulating 1,472 rushing yards and 26 touchdowns, while only recording 79 tackles, an interception, and a forced fumble. The Rocky Mount Telegram selected him All-Area Offensive Player of the Year for the 2010 season. He was named the North Carolina Associated Press Player of the Year in 2011 after rushing for 2,600 yards and 38 touchdowns as a senior. Gurley helped the Vikings football team win the 2A North Carolina State Championship as a senior, rushing for 242 yards and 4 scores against Lincolnton High School in the championship game. Gurley also competed for the school's track and field team as a world-class hurdler and sprinter. At the 2011 World Youth Championships in athletics, he participated for Team USA in the 110-meter hurdles, finishing third in the prelims with a career best time of 13.66 seconds, but 15th overall in the semifinals. He was also a strong participant in the 100-meter dash, where he finished second in the prelims of the 2011 NCHSAA 2A state track meet with a personal best time of 10.70 seconds. There is a lot more, but I believe this is sufficient for now. Now let's start the journey of his rise and fall. Even though the 23-year-old had already spent 2 seasons with the Rams, our first season watching him coincided with his stunning transformation into the league's finest running back. He had 19 touchdowns on his way to being voted Offensive Player of the Year, and he had 21 touchdowns the following season on his way to Super Bowl 53. Both years, Gurley led the league in rushing touchdowns, but it was the build-up to that legendary night, made all the more memorable by the Rams' involvement, that signaled the end of the Gurley Rams love fest. As his team collapsed in the lowest-scoring Super Bowl in history, he had little influence, and in what turned out to be his final season in Los Angeles, he set career lows in running yards and total yards as the Rams failed to make the playoffs. The 3-time Pro Bowler and 2-time first-team All-Pro had once appeared to be unstoppable, but it appeared that a collegiate injury suffered in 2014 was halting his growth. His injury history isn't the only element that will likely play a role in his demise, but it is undoubtedly the most important. Gurley's problems began in his final season with the Georgia Bulldogs when he tore his ACL and had to leave the team after only 6 games. It also signaled the end of his collegiate career, as he chose to forego his senior year to enter the 2015 NFL Draft. Gurley's previous problems had little effect in his first 3 seasons after being selected 10th overall by the Rams in St. Louis, and it was only towards the end of the later season that he publicly suffered. However, it was reported in 2019 that he was suffering from arthritis in the same knee that he had previously damaged. Throughout his tumultuous year with the Rams, it was sometimes questioned how forthcoming they were regarding the severity of the injuries. Even in the lead-up to the Super Bowl, the Rams camp sent confusing messages and suspicions lingered. The Rams never seemed to be completely honest about the extent of Gurley's problems, and this ambiguity came back to bite them when they tried to trade him. The magnitude of the damage was unknown to the teams, and they all decided it was too risky to risk in a deal. As a result, his Rams career came to an end on March 19th, a day before he was set to receive a $10.5 million bonus. Even now, it's hard to believe Gurley won't be wearing royal blue and soul next season, and that there weren't weeks of speculation to cushion the shock. However, blaming his current struggles purely on his problematic knee is oversimplistic. Last year, the Rams' offensive line underwent a significant transformation, and it was not for the better. The players who led them to the Super Bowl were a select group who were lucky to escape injury during the season. However, head coach Sean McVay soon lost left guard Roger Saffold to the Tennessee Titans. Center John Sullivan retired, and right tackle Rob Havenstein suffered an injury in the middle of the season. And there are statistics to back up the claims. The Rams went from having the greatest adjusted line yards in the league to a dismissal 19th in just 1 year. The statistic is used to distinguish between the rushing back's abilities and the offensive line's importance to the game plan during the team's NFC West Championship season. Todd Gurley cannot be blamed for the Rams' failure to make the playoffs, especially after they finished 9-7 in the regular season. The Rams' offensive line does not need to be completely rebuilt right now, and they could be successful again next season, and it's not Gurley's fault. Now we're talking about the 2021 year and health rumors. Todd Gurley isn't unwell right now, and the rumors about him seem to be unfounded. Recently, there have been discussions about the NFL teams regretting paying a large price to run backs. Todd Gurley, who is also a running back, is making the rounds amid the scandal. In the meantime, the footballer's health appears to be in good shape. In any case, the player's most recent post has caused internet users to be concerned about Todd's health. Gurley remarked on how weird a human life is when only a few individuals care about us when we are around in his tweets. If we were to depart the earth right now, countless people would come up and talk about it. We haven't received any exclusive Todd Gurley information so far. In any event, we hope we don't get the opportunity to hear something bad. However, we'd be thrilled to hear any rare positive news about the popular running back. Regardless of what supporters believe is the fundamental reason, this could be the most precipitous slide of any player in recent memory. Gurley is still only 26 years old and could return to form with the Atlanta Falcons, but owing to his injuries, it's unlikely we'll see his league-leading standards again. Gurley may not be finished yet, and with the perfect setup, he might improve on last season's performance, and, as difficult as it may be to believe, the Rams may benefit as a result. Now that's the end of our video. We hope you liked the content. If yes, then let us know in the comment box. What do you think became the reason for such a quick fall of such a popular player? Or if we have missed anything about his career, then let us know that too. If you want to see more of such videos, then do like and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon not to miss any videos. See you in the next one, and until then, goodbye.